Hey there, runners, hikers, and van lifers. I'm Jonathan. Today we're going to talk about this, my Toyota Prius C stealth camper. This little hybrid is my go-to for road trips, camping, and urban stealth pit stops. It's extremely fuel efficient, which is my favorite thing about it. And it's packed with everything I need to live comfortably while out on the road. Let's break down how I've turned this tiny little car into a full-time adventure rig. Now, most van lifers, they sleep on a platform that they've built in the rear of the car. But in my Prius C, I actually sleep in the driver's seat, just fully reclined. This keeps my setup simple, and it lets me be ready to drive at a moment's notice, and frees up space for storage. Now, it might sound a little uncomfortable, but with the right pillows and a blanket, it works surprisingly well. Now, to make a small space like this work, you're going to need to think about every room in your house and then shrink it down. First comes the bedroom. That's where my reclined driver's seat comes in. Then, for the kitchen, I've got a compact cooking setup. And, back here, a small pantry. Now, for the bathroom, that's a mix of public restrooms, gym membership at, say, Planet Fitness, and a portable solution for use in emergencies. Now, the key is efficiency. Everything has to have its place, and I only keep exactly what I truly need. For daily use, like I said, I rely on public restrooms, gas stations, coffee shops, and gyms. For overnight needs, I have a simple bottle, right here, and a collapsible toilet for emergencies. It's not glamorous, but it gets the job done. Fuel economy is definitely where the Prius C shines. I get a 45 to 50 mile per gallon, meaning that I can travel hundreds of miles on a single tank. Compared to big vans and RVs, I spend way less on fuel, leaving more money for the actual adventures. I keep a spreadsheet in Google Sheets where I can punch in the miles to my destination, and then it can spit out how much it's going to cost in gas. And this way, I know roughly how much it's going to cost before I even leave for the trip. One of the biggest perks of having a Prius C is the built-in climate control. Because it's a hybrid, I can just leave the car in what's called ready mode, and it's going to cycle the gas engine when it's needed just to maintain the heat or the AC. This makes sleeping in extreme temperatures way more comfortable than in a regular van. Now, a lot of people ask why I chose a Prius C over the regular standard Prius. One big reason, reliability. Now, the regular 2010 to 2015 Priuses seem to have a common head gasket issue, and it causes them to fail, which is very expensive to fix. The Prius C, on the other hand, uses a completely different gas engine, and it doesn't have that same issue. Now, the car is definitely smaller, but it's way more dependable for long-term travel. Now, cooking in a small car is all about simplicity. I keep a small butane stove, a mess kit, and a small pantry of dry goods. For meals, stick to one-pot recipes, wraps, and no-cook options like sandwiches and salads. Right now, I've also got a cooler that you just add ice to keep the cold stuff cold. Now, just be sure to temper it. That means you're going to pre-cool it so that your ice lasts way longer. Now, outside the city, I can cook way more freely, but when stealth camping, I go for quick, low-smell meals. One thing that you're going to want to use is what I call the WAR method, W-A-R. That stands for within arm's reach. The most used items should be closest to the point of use. So, my headlamp is right here. That's within reach at night. All your cooking gear, you want it right next to your stove. Then for eating, all you're going to do is use something like this that goes on your steering wheel and allows you to have a table. I'm keeping it all right here within arm's reach. Maps and navigation, right here, still within arm's reach. Now just think, what do I use regularly and what do I need at a moment's notice? Then put that closest to where you are. This keeps everything organized and efficient. Now, to stay unnoticed, window covers are your best friend. I use Reflectix for the insulation and perforated vinyl on the side windows. These are going to let me see out, but other people can't see in. There are tons of YouTube videos showing you how to make your own window covers and install your perforated vinyl. So everything in my setup is self-contained. There's no reason to get out, or step outside in case you want to set up camp. Now, if you look at my car from the outside, it just looks like a normal Prius. And for off-grid power, I use this. It's the Oupes 600-watt battery pack. I use it to charge up my phone, my camera, and my lights. You can also use a solar panel, wall outlet, or the car to charge it up. So I just use the car using the adapter, 12-volt adapter, to charge it up while I'm driving. Now, the Prius C's hybrid system also lets me charge devices using the car's 12-volt outlets without killing the battery. Google Maps is great for navigation, but I always carry that spiral-bound road atlas just as a backup. Now, with using this, Wi-Fi is not a problem. The atlas has saved me many times in remote areas where GPS just doesn't work. Now, for apps, I use iOverlander to find free and safe places to sleep. Trailheads, rest stops, and even quiet residential streets is an essential tool for car camping. Now, in the city, stealth is everything. I keep my windows covered to avoid drawing attention, and I make sure that my setup looks like a regular parked car. Now, when I'm out in the wild, I can relax just a little bit more. Open the hatch, cook outside, and enjoy the fresh air. Now, each style of camping has its own vibe, and I love being able to switch between them. Now, van life on the West Coast is more about scenic spots with back doors open to Instagram-worthy views. But on the East Coast, it's a different story. Public land is harder to find, so stealth camping is more common. That means no open doors, no exterior views, just blending in. Both have their perks, but I think I've mastered the East Coast stealth camping. So what do you think? Do you think you could camp in a Prius C? Drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts, or your favorite stealth camping tip. And if you love hiking, trail running, and van life content, hit that subscribe button and join me for more adventures. Now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.